Hello everyone, my name is Arvan Ovla. I am a PhD student in Fine Arts in the Department of Humanity and Social Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, India. Me and my supervisors, Professor Satyaki Roy from Design Department and Professor Shatrupa Roy from Humanity and Social Science Department. We are presenting these presentations named as a block pottery of Nizamabad, India in 17th International Conference of Design Principles and Practices 2023 in Lisbon, Portugal. So first of all, my presentation, I will start it by introduction of the pottery. What is a pottery and what is the history behind of that? And after that, I will discuss about where is in Nizamabad, location of our case study, and who are the potters, and which product they are making it, and how they are making it as a black pottery, how they are making black pottery, how they bake pots to turn the red pots to the black, and what is our idea how we can help them to specifically in the baking process. So as you know that pottery came to exist in the Neolithic age when the people start to having agriculture products for saving and storage these agriculture products. Pottery came to exist, and in India is pottery is goes back to 6000 BCE. And as a black pottery, there is a hypothesis that the black pottery came to Iran and India by migration of the Aryans in the 3000 BCE. And also the black pottery, we had it in the during the Vedic period time 1500 BCE to 600 BCE, and they call it as the painted graver. But as a black pottery in the Middle East or in the general, we have the black topped pottery in ancient Egyptian time in the 3rd millennium BCE. So the half of the pot was red and half it was black. But as a similar skill or similar black pottery, we have it also in the Greek. That time they make it the black figures pottery during the 6th century BCE. And in India, again in the Mauryan period time, means 400 BCE, in the north part of India, we have northern black polish ware. That time the people or potters, they made a complete black pottery that still exists in the north part of India, and one of the center is black pottery that we will focus on Nizamabad, the center that have a road in the Mauryan dynasty. And so traditionally in India we don't have a glazeware. So glaze is introduced to the Indian potters in India by coming Islam and by Persian during the 11th century. But India has one of the biggest population of the potters in the single country in the world. More than 1 million native potters they are living here, and so there is a variety of the earthenware, terracotta, handicraft clavers in this country. Now we will discuss where is Nizamabad. Nizamabad is a small town in Azamgarh district in state of Uttar Pradesh, north state of India. We have there they have a border with Nepal and Tibet, the state. And about the history of beginning the pottery in Nizamabad, there is a different kind of story, but the similarity of that, or they are agree that the original of the potters or pottery came from the state of Gujarat, and the north part of that they call as a Kutch. Stories that Nawab or the ruler of the Nizamabad went to visit the king of the Kutch, and the king gifted him some pots as a gift, and Nawab liked the gift, and they asked king to give some potters to establish the pottery center in the Nizamabad. And this has happened. Some potters from the Kutch came to the Nizamabad and they established a pottery there. Government of India in 2013 give the geographical indications tag to Nizamabad black pottery, and now black pottery become very famous in Nizamabad. Black pottery of Nizamabad become famous in India. Usually black pottery in other places in India as well in outside, they don't have so much decoration, but in Nizamabad potters used to make a decorative motifs and patterns by silver colors, and the silver colors is made by lead, zinc and mercury. We will discuss the method of decoration and making later. In Islamabad, potters are follower of the Hindus. They are Hindus and they follow Hinduism, and their surname is Prajapati, and they goes back to the mythology that Prajapati is a son of the Hindu god Brahma, and he was Brahma. He was creator of the universe, and the Prajapati was the first potters in Hindu mythology. Nizamabad black pottery can be divided in three categories as a decorative pots and ritual pots, and as well utility products. We will discuss the method of making these products. There is some example of their products. For example, the utility or the ritual products or miniature products. They have very small potters, very skillful potters. They live here, so we can see some of the products. There is a variety of the patterns in black pottery in Islamabad, but we can tell there is a geometrical shape like circle, oval, or they can be some animals, some fish, peacock, dogs, or kind of jewelry, or there is a picture of the god or goddesses, and there are variety of the patterns as well, net for the fishing. So there is a hypothesis that this decoration came from the influence by Bidri metalware from Hyderabad, but as we see or if you compare it, there is no any connection between the motifs there. In Bedri they are using a very geometrical and Islamic patterns, but as you can see here, mostly motifs are locally and influenced by inspired by nature and environment of the potters. As I have a less time for presenting this presentation, I just show the pictures. You can see how they are preparing the clay. I think it is so many other places also they follow same method. They mix the waters with the clay soil, and after that they put in the pool, and the water will be disappear or evaporated. After they keep it in the another pool in the sun, and when the water is goes, they will knead it with feet and their hands. So potters now today's they use electrical wheel and they make a different kind of a shape. There is very less women potters in Nizamabad, and mostly mans they are potters. After making pots with the wheel, the next stage there is addition parts to the pot. They will, if they need a handle or something, they will do it in the leather time, and if not they will do the burnishing with the gemstones. And always there is a different stage to prepare the products with perfect way, so they take time to make it, and the shape is professional shape. They make it by professional potters. So applying a slip. This slip is very important to turn the red pottery to the black. So the slip is kind of colorful soil, as they call it yellow clay. If they want to, for example, have a 40 kg slip, they need 30 kg of a yellow clay, and after that they mix it with a 5 kg of the bark of mango tree, 1 kilogram each of the bamboo, and arosh leaves is a local tree there, and 350 grams of soda, and we will mix it with the water. And when they mix it, they are keeping in the sun, so water will be disappear, and the solid slip will be remained. And each time during the years, because once in the year they will make it, through the any times they want to use it, they will keep it in the water again, some part of this slip, and the slip will made it. And during the leather time, during the bone dry, they will apply the slip or slip on the pots, and they keep it in the sun to dry. Polishing. After that, when they want to turn this pottery or pots to the black, they will polish it again with mustard oil, and next stage they will again polish the mustard oil with a dry cotton. After applying a slip and drying, another stage will be start, and it is if they want to turn it to the black, they keep their stuff or the pots with the slip, it is dry, they give it to the they will give it to the potters, and the potters, or specifically sometimes it's only the women's, and they will draw the patterns on the surface, but in the same time they will scratch the surface. This is actually technique they call it sgraffito. So as a ceramics, they call it sgraffito techniques. So they scratch the slip, and they are making some motifs. And they are using a very narrow and long needle. You can see in the video that how she is making a patterns on the slip. So they scratch the slip, and they reach to the original body of the pots. And in the same time, another person will be just sharpening the needles by rubbing that on the stone. After decoration over, the baking process will start. So here for baking, they use a container. So first of all, if there is a ground, they will dig the ground, and 1 meters in the diameter and 70 centimeters depth. So they cover that place with the cow dungs, and after that they keep the container there and fill the gap with again cow dungs, and inside the container they fill it, or they load the pots plus cow dung inside the container, and they will seal it with a metal lid, and after that they will cover it again with a cow dung outside. We'll cover it again with a cow dung, and they will light the fire there, and on the top of all this, when the fire is starting, they will cover it with a ceramic fiber blanket, and leave the kilns to baking process happens. So during the firing, when what is happen inside the chamber, they call it actually as a reduction atmosphere, because we have a limit of the oxygen inside the chamber, and the clay as well the slip, they are rich in the iron oxide, and iron oxide in the reduction or in the smoky atmosphere change means the iron inside the clay and slip is actually in the form of Fe2O3 or ferric oxide. And when the carbon is more in that atmosphere, that is iron, it is there, the carbon will replaced by the oxygen or oxide of the ferric oxide. So they turn the iron type 2, ferric oxide is an iron type 2, they turn it to the iron type 3 oxide or ferristoferric oxide, Fe3O4. So this kind of process, they call it as a reduction of Fe2O3 with a carbon monoxide. You can see it in this formula that if in 3Fe2O3 plus CO. So CO, we have a smoke inside the chamber, and the clay and the slip, they have a Fe2O3 in 3. And after during this smoky and reduction process, Fe2 changed to Fe3O4, that they call it ferric oxide, and they produce dioxide carbon or carbon dioxide as well. So after baking process is over, they take out the pots from the kiln, and the pots tend to complete black surface. Next stage is that they are mixing some powder of mixture of the lead, zinc and mercury, and fill the gap or lines with this silver color. You can see it in this pictures and video, that how they are pushing the silver color by hands, and this is harmful for the potters as well, but they are doing it. In the next stage, when the black pottery is ready, so they want to sell it, but when I went to Nizamabad, there is no any big shop or selling process in the modern way, so they don't have any proper packing as well, or advertisement. Very less potters, they have visiting cards, and usually they are using the newspaper for packaging. So after visiting the Nizamabad black pottery clusters, we came back to our institute, and we think how we can help them, because the baking process they made it was very harmful for the potter's health, and also it was not nature friendly. So much smoke, so much unhealthy method of the using ceramic blanket. So later we came that if we can design the new kiln with the same available material in the same village, how we can design a new kind of kilns that they can reach to same temperature and the same result. So first we decided about using a gas as a fuel, not the cow dung and other things. So because gas is very clean fuel, it is also available in that town or village, and generally is safe and more nature friendly, and also you can go to the higher temperature very fast. You can make a different kilns, small, big, with a small burner or big burner, and so many other benefits that the gas has, but other thing they don't have. And if they want, they can use a glaze also in the kilns if they are using a cow dung. Using a gas. Yeah, So here, first of all, we make some maquette and a replica of what is in our idea. It was one Kraus draft kilns, and with one chimney and the gate and the fireplace. It might be same here in this design. So first of all, we make it with the normal bricks, and we make a cylinder shape, and we use some dome campus for making a dome shape as well on the top of the cylinder shape, and we use a ceramic blanket as well for the insulation, but we sandwich it, we keep it inside the two layer of the wall. So first of all, when we made the kiln, and second time we put the ceramic blanket, and after that we cover it again with another layer of the bricks, and the gap between the ceramic blanket and the second wall, it was 1 inch gap, so air, also a small amount of air or gaps is between the wall and ceramic blanket as an insulation. And as well we use a cylinder gas, and we cover the kiln with cement, and after that we put the stuff. This you can see it in the sagar. We use a kumha or water pot as a sagar pot for us, and we put inside, and some of them we put some holes so oxygen can go. You can see it in the picture, some part there is a red reminder, some part is completely black, because we use a two kind of container. One is with a hole, one is without hole. That one they don't have any hole, they turn it completely to black. One they had the hole, they turn it with half black or half red. So with the same kilns, we design it. There is no any harmful for the potters and users, and the result is same. Any question, any suggestion? We will glad to know about that. And this is my email idea. And thank you for your time.